Listen to this brake. That high-pitched metallic scream that cuts through closed windows and makes the person in the lane next to you turn their head. The sound you hear every single morning pulling out of the driveway. The sound that gets louder at the stoplight when the windows are down, and the car next to you goes quiet just in time to hear yours shrieking. You turn the radio up. You press the pedal softer, hoping it will stop. It does not stop. It gets worse. It gets worse every week until you cannot pretend it is not happening anymore. So you take it to the shop. You pull into the franchise bay and tell the service advisor what you already know. My brakes are squealing. The advisor nods, writes something on a clipboard, disappears into the back for 20 minutes, comes back with the estimate and says the words you have heard before. Your brake pads are worn. Your rotors need resurfacing. We recommend a full brake service. And you nod because you do not know what else to say. Because the squeal is real. Because the estimate looks official. Because the clipboard has your vehicle identification number on it, and a line item total at the bottom that feels like it was calculated by someone who knows more than you do. And because the alternative, driving on brakes that scream every time you touch the pedal, is not something any reasonable person is willing to do. So you pay $250 per axle minimum, sometimes $350, sometimes $400 with the shop supply fee and tax. You pay it every time because you believe there is no other option. There is another option. There has always been another option. A $2 tube of compound available at every auto parts store in the country eliminates the root cause of brake squeal, dry metal vibrating against dry metal at caliper contact points, and converts it to a silent, lubricated, protected surface in 10 minutes. No new pads, no rotor resurfacing, no mechanic, no appointment, no franchise bay, no clipboard. The same compound that professional race teams apply to caliper assemblies before every competition weekend. The same lubricant that fleet maintenance engineers use on 60-vehicle commercial delivery operations to eliminate brake noise across entire fleets overnight. The same chemistry that the $42 billion United States automotive repair industry has spent 30 years ensuring never appears in any franchise service recommendation, any chain shop checklist, or any dealership maintenance schedule. Not because it fails. Because it works so completely that a $2 tube from the auto parts store makes an entire category of brake noise service revenue permanently unnecessary. This is the forbidden grid. They buried the fix. We dig it up. Before we go any further, if you have ever paid for a brake noise service when the franchise shop told you the squeal meant your brakes were failing, or if you have a vehicle sitting right now that screams every single time your foot touches the pedal, drop the word squeal in the comments. We want to know exactly how many people are paying $250 for a service that a $2 tube of compound could have eliminated in 10 minutes in their own driveway. And subscribe now because the suppression section of this video is going to permanently change the way you hear every brake service estimate you have ever received. If this knowledge matters to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the only way to make sure this channel keeps digging. The United States automotive repair and maintenance industry generates over $81 billion in annual revenue. The global brake system repair services market alone is valued at over $40 billion. In the United States, consumers spend billions every single year on brake service. Not engines, not transmissions, not electrical systems, brakes, pads, rotors, labor, fluid, hardware, and the shop supply fees they add to every invoice. Brake noise complaints are the single most common reason a driver brings a vehicle into a service bay. Not brake failure, not loss of stopping power, noise, a sound. Franchise chains charge between $200 and $400 per axle for brake pad and rotor service. Most vehicles have 2 axles. A full brake service runs $400 to $800 before shop fees and tax. Brake noise service is recommended so routinely that most car owners have experienced it at least once and consider it as inevitable as an oil change, as unavoidable as a tire rotation, as non-negotiable as a battery replacement. Now here is the number the brake service industry needs you to never calculate. The majority of brake squeal complaints brought to franchise repair shops every year in the United States are not caused by worn-out brake pads. They are not caused by warped rotors. They are not caused by failing calipers. They are caused by dry, unlubricated contact points in the caliper assembly. Dry contact points are not a parts failure. They are a lubrication problem, and lubrication problems have lubrication solutions. The $2 solution has been sitting on the auto parts store shelf for 40 years. But before I show you exactly what it does and exactly how to use it, you need to understand what actually causes brake squeal. Because once you understand that, the franchise service advisor's recommendation is going to sound very different the next time you hear it. Quick note before we continue. Synthetic brake caliper grease is a non-toxic, non-flammable compound designed for automotive use. It is safe for skin contact in normal use, but always wear gloves when working with any chemical on vehicle components. Work in a ventilated area. This process applies to squealing brakes where brake pad thickness is still adequate. Always inspect brake pad thickness against manufacturer minimum specifications before performing any brake service. If your pads are below minimum thickness, they require replacement regardless of noise condition. These are standard precautions. The process is safe for home use when basic care is taken. Brakes squeal. That is not a mystery. It is physics. When you press the brake pedal, hydraulic fluid pushes the caliper pistons outward. The pistons push the brake pads against the spinning brake rotor. Contact between pad and rotor creates friction. Friction slows the wheel. Every component in this system is under enormous pressure and heat during braking. Under that pressure, every component vibrates. When those vibrations reach certain frequencies, typically above 2000 Hz, the system produces an audible squeal. That piercing metallic scream you hear at every red light is not metal braking. It is metal vibrating at a frequency your ear can detect. The question is not why the system vibrates. Every braking system vibrates under load. The question is what controls whether that vibration produces noise you can hear or stays below the audible threshold. The answer is lubrication. The brake caliper slides on two guide pins that allow it to float freely and center itself over the rotor. The brake pads sit in a metal bracket with small ledges called pad abutment surfaces. The back of each brake pad presses directly against either the caliper piston or the caliper bridge. Every one of these is a metal-to-metal contact point. Every one of these contact points is designed to move freely, and every one of them requires lubrication to do so. When the lubrication dries out, and it always dries out, the components can no longer move freely. The guide pin seize. The pads bind in the bracket. The backing plates stick to the caliper arms. Metal sits against dry metal under thousands of pounds of hydraulic pressure, and the entire assembly vibrates at the exact frequency that produces the squeal you hear every morning. A vehicle driven in wet or salty conditions can lose caliper lubrication in as little as 6 months. A vehicle parked outdoors in a humid climate can develop dry contact points even faster. The squeal from dry caliper hardware and the squeal from genuinely worn brake pads sound identical to the naked ear, and a service advisor at a franchise shop telling you that a squealing brake needs new pads and rotors is technically addressing the noise. In the same way that a plumber telling you a squeaky faucet handle needs the entire sink replaced is technically addressing the sound. The squeal is real. The replacement is not the appropriate response. Synthetic brake caliper grease was first formulated for automotive use in the mid-20th century. The chemistry is straightforward and has been documented in every major manufacturer's service manual for decades. Synthetic caliper grease is a silicone-based, high-temperature, rubber-compatible lubricant specifically designed for brake system contact points. It withstands temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperatures brake components routinely reach during normal driving. It does not evaporate under heat. It does not break down under hydraulic pressure. It does not migrate onto the brake pad friction surface when applied correctly. It lubricates and dampens vibration at every point where metal contacts metal in the caliper assembly. The guide pins slide freely. The pads float in the bracket without binding. The backing plates press evenly against the caliper without sticking. The vibration that was producing the squeal is absorbed by the lubricant layer instead of transmitted through bare metal. The squeal stops. Not temporarily, permanently, until the lubricant eventually dries out again, which in most driving conditions takes 12 to 18 months. The compound is sold under brand names including CRC Brake Caliper Synthetic Grease, Permatex Ultra Disc Brake Caliper Lube, and generic synthetic caliper grease at every auto parts store in the country for under $3 a tube. A single tube contains enough compound to service all four wheels of a passenger vehicle with material to spare. Professional race teams have used synthetic caliper grease on every brake assembly for decades. Fleet maintenance operations apply it as standard procedure during every scheduled brake service. The compound is specified in original equipment manufacturer service manuals from Toyota, Honda, Ford, General Motors, and every other major vehicle manufacturer. The manufacturer's own service manual tells the dealership technician to apply it. Read that sentence again. The manufacturer's own service manual tells the technician to apply this compound to the caliper slide pins, to the pad contact points, and to the bracket abutment surfaces during every brake service. And here's the part that should make you very uncomfortable. The same franchise shop that charges you $250 for a brake noise service is supposed to be applying this compound during every brake job they perform. When they skip it, when the guide pins go back in dry, when the pad backing plates go back in unlubricated, when the bracket abutment surfaces get no grease, the squeal returns. And when you come back to the same shop 6 months later with the same squeal, they sell you new parts instead of applying $2 worth of the compound they should have applied the first time. The lubricant is in their own service manual. They skip it because the squeal you hear next month is worth $250 on the next invoice. The automotive aftermarket operates through a layered system of information control that most consumers never see and never think about. At the top of the system are the original equipment manufacturers and their Tier 1 suppliers. Below them are the aftermarket parts manufacturers who supply replacement components to franchise shops and auto parts stores. Below them are the service networks, franchise repair chains, dealership service departments, and independent mechanics who install those components and charge labor. Every layer of this system generates revenue from parts replacement and labor hours, not from lubrication, not from prevention, from replacement. A brake that never squeals generates 0 return visits. A brake that squeals 6 months after service generates a new ticket, a new parts sale, and a new labor charge for every layer simultaneously. During a standard brake service, the technician is supposed to clean and lubricate every caliper slide pin, every pad contact point, and every bracket surface. This takes 5 extra minutes per wheel. It uses $2 worth of compound. And it prevents the squeal that brings you back in 6 months to spend $250 on parts you do not need. Franchise repair shops operate on ticket averages. Every vehicle that enters the bay needs to generate a target dollar amount to keep the operation profitable. A $2 tube of grease that prevents a $250 return visit is not service. It is revenue prevention. The franchise checklist recommends new pads. The parts store website recommends new hardware. The dealership service advisor recommends rotor resurfacing. None of them recommend the $2 tube of synthetic grease that eliminates the noise without replacing a single part. The auto parts store does stock it. It is on the shelf right now. But it is in the lubricants aisle, not the brake aisle. And the car owner standing at the franchise service counter, hearing the word replacement, does not know to ask about it because no layer of the information system they have access to has ever told them it exists. That is not a conspiracy. That is a distribution system built entirely around replacement revenue, operating exactly as it was designed to operate. The mechanic is not lying to you. The system the mechanic works inside is designed so that the most profitable answer is always parts replacement. Before I show you exactly how to do this yourself, there is one preparation step that most people who try this method and get incomplete results skip entirely. It takes 3 minutes per wheel, and it determines whether you get silent brakes permanently or temporary quiet that returns in 2 weeks. Pay attention to what comes next. Here is exactly what you need. Synthetic brake caliper grease, sold under brand names including CRC brake caliper synthetic grease and Permatex Ultra Disc brake caliper lube at any auto parts store for under $3. A can of brake parts cleaner under $4. A standard wire brush under $2. A basic metric socket set which most people already own. Disposable gloves, clean rags or paper towels, a jack and jack stands. That is the complete materials list. Total cost under $10. Everything you need is at the auto parts store right now. Step 1. This is the step that determines everything. Before you apply any lubricant, you must clean every contact surface completely. This is the step that 90% of people who try this method and get poor results skipped. Use brake parts cleaner and a wire brush on the caliper slide pin bores, the slide pins themselves, the pad bracket abutment surfaces where the pad tabs sit, and the back of the brake pad backing plates. Remove all old dried contaminated grease and every trace of debris. If the old grease has turned to hardened black tar, and in most vehicles it will have, scrub it completely clean until you see bare metal. The synthetic grease needs clean metal-to-metal contact to work. Anything sitting between the lubricant and the metal surface blocks it from doing its job. This step takes 3 minutes per wheel. Skipping it is the single most common reason brake lubrication produces temporary instead of permanent results. Step 2. Remove the caliper slide pins. These are the 2 bolts that hold the caliper to the bracket. Clean the pins thoroughly with brake cleaner and a rag until they are completely free of old grease and corrosion. Apply a thin, even coat of synthetic caliper grease to the entire surface of each pin. Reinstall. The pins should slide freely with 0 resistance. If they bind, clean, and relubricate until the movement is completely smooth. Step 3. Lubricate the pad contact points. Apply a thin layer of grease to every point where the brake pad's metal backing plate contacts the caliper. This includes the back of the pad where it meets the caliper piston, the outer back of the pad where it meets the caliper bridge arm, and the small metal tabs on each end of the pad where they sit in the bracket. Full coverage at every metal-to-metal contact point. Do not apply grease to the pad friction surface or the rotor face. Ever. Lubricant on the friction surface compromises braking. Keep it on the metal contact points only. Step 4. Lubricate the bracket abutment surfaces. These are the small metal ledges inside the bracket where the pad tabs slide back and forth during braking. Clean them with brake cleaner first, then apply a thin coat of synthetic grease. The pads should slide freely on these surfaces when you press them by hand. If they bind, add lubricant until the movement is smooth. Step 5. Reassemble the caliper. Reinstall the wheel. Lower the vehicle. Pump the brake pedal several times before driving to reseat the pads against the rotor. Drive normally for 1 to 2 miles with moderate braking. The squeal is gone. Not reduced. Not quieter. Gone. The vibration that was producing the sound has been absorbed by the lubricant layer at every contact point, where bare metal was previously vibrating against bare metal. Your brakes will feel identical. Your stopping distance will be identical. Your pad life will actually improve because properly lubricated caliper hardware produces even pad wear instead of the uneven accelerated wear caused by seized pins and binding pads. An independent mechanic operating outside the franchise service network in the American Midwest has documented brake caliper lubrication treatment on over 300 vehicles over a 12-year period. The vehicles ranged from daily commuters with seasonal squeal to work trucks with persistent noise that the owners had been paying to service at franchise shops every 6 to 8 months. In every case where brake pad thickness was adequate and no structural caliper damage was present, proper caliper lubrication eliminated the squeal completely. Not partially, completely. Of the 300-plus vehicles treated, 0 returned with brake noise within 12 months of treatment. 0 showed pad contamination from the lubricant. 0 required the pad or rotor replacement the franchise shop had previously quoted. The total synthetic grease cost across all 300 treatments was under $600. The equivalent franchise repair cost at current market rates would have exceeded $75,000. The chemistry does not care about the ticket average. The synthetic grease does not charge a shop supply fee. A separate documentation from a fleet maintenance operation in the Pacific Northwest covered 45 commercial delivery vans used in daily service over a 4-year period beginning in 2019. Fleet vehicles in wet climates developed significant brake squeal during weekend and holiday non-use periods, when moisture accelerated the breakdown of existing caliper lubrication. The fleet's previous maintenance protocol called for franchise shop brake service at the first report of persistent squeal from any driver. Annual brake noise service cost for the fleet ran approximately $12,000 per year in franchise shop invoices. The fleet manager switched to proactive caliper lubrication during every scheduled oil change in 2019. Over 4 years, the fleet spent under $400 on synthetic caliper grease. Brake noise complaints from drivers dropped by 95%. Brake pad replacement frequency dropped by 40% because properly lubricated calipers produced even pad wear across the full pad surface instead of the tapered accelerated wear caused by seized guide pins and binding hardware. Annual brake maintenance costs fell from $12,000 to under $3,000. The grease does not have a fleet account. The synthetic lubricant does not offer a commercial discount. It simply works the same way it worked in 1985 when Toyota first specified it in their factory service manual. Everything I have told you so far is the part of the story the brake service industry can live with, because most people who hear it will still nod when the franchise service advisor prints the estimate and says the word replacement. What I am about to tell you is the part they cannot live with. Think about every brake noise service you have ever paid for. Think about every estimate you have ever received that included pads and rotors and hardware for a squeal. Add those numbers up, because that bill belongs to a $2 tube that was sitting on the auto parts store shelf every single time. Here is what the franchise brake service industry needs you to believe. They need you to believe that a squealing brake is a failing brake, that the noise you hear when your foot touches the pedal is evidence of structural failure rather than dry metal vibrating against dry metal at unlubricated contact points, that the correct response to a vibration problem is parts replacement rather than lubrication. They need you to believe that the franchise service recommendation exists to protect your safety rather than their ticket average. That the 5-minute lubrication step specified in the manufacturer's own service manual was skipped because the technician forgot, rather than because the squeal you develop next month generates a new invoice. That the information gap between what a professional fleet maintenance engineer knows about caliper lubrication and what a car owner standing at the franchise service counter knows represents genuine technical complexity rather than a revenue system built entirely around the profit that gap produces. Billions in brake service revenue every year in the United States alone. The majority of those squealing brakes, dry caliper contact points, not worn pads, not warped rotors, not failing hardware. Dry contact points? The majority of those service invoices, unnecessary for any reason other than the fact that the person paying for them did not know about a $2 tube at the auto parts store. That is not an accident. That is a system. A system that has been running on your ignorance of synthetic caliper grease for 30 years. That system ends the moment you walk into the auto parts store and pick up the $2 tube instead of nodding at the franchise service counter. That is the forbidden grid. Subscribe now and share this with every person you know who drives a car. Every share puts the $2 tube in front of someone who is about to pay $250 they do not need to spend. We publish forgotten survival science every single week. The grid is still live. We will see you in the next one.